Let's face it, gaming in 2021 could be pretty pricey. For starters, just getting your hands on a PS5 right now will cost you $1,000 because the only people selling the console are scalpers. And you know how I feel about scalpers. Luckily, there are plenty of other gadgets that are both inexpensive and perfect for gamers, and that's what I'll be focusing on in this video. Psst. Valentine's Day is coming up soon, so maybe you could share this video with your significant other so, give them some ideas on what to get you. No, I'm not just saying that to get more views, though. Trust me. Have you ever woken up in the morning and gone, you know what I want to wake up to? A beeping PlayStation controller. If you have, and I sure know I have, then you'll love the PlayStation Controller Alarm Clock by Paladone. These guys make plenty of PlayStation-themed gadgets, and this may be the coolest one I've seen. It's literally a true-to-size DualShock 4 controller resting on a charging dock. And no, of course you can't actually use the controller to play PS4 games. That would be really neat, but you'll have to spend over $50 to get one of those. Now, instead of throwing your controller at a wall because you got teabagged by a scrub lord, you'll be throwing your controller at a wall because you don't want to get up in the morning. Times sure are a-changin'. 8BitDo is a company that has flown under the radar, but they have some incredible products, like the SNES-inspired SN30 Pro Plus controller. Yeah, that's a mouthful, but this controller is no joke. It resembles what an SNES controller would look like if the console came out today, and is the company's first full-sized controller. The SN30 Pro Plus is compatible with PC and Nintendo Switch, as well as Android and iPhone. So it's quite the versatile machine. The fact that you could get all of this for under $50 is honestly mind-blowing. In fact, it may be the best sub-$50 controller on the market. Okay, well, maybe it's not that good, but for the price, it's very hard to beat. It's a good recommendation for those who don't want to spend big on a new controller. If you play games on your Android phone and want to play retro games on it, then you'll probably download RetroArch to do so. But let's say you have an iPhone. It's much more difficult to play those kinds of games on an iPhone, which is why Murphinova came out with their own handheld retro game console phone case. Man, why are these names so long? Anyway, this case not only makes your phone look like a Game Boy, but it actually comes with 36 games that you could play on it. All you have to do is turn the phone around, turn the case on, and boom, you're playing classic games. Doesn't get much better than that now, does it? Getting your hands on a legit arcade machine can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But luckily, you could get your hands on a slightly smaller arcade cabinet for under $50. How so? By purchasing My Arcade Retro Machine. Okay, so maybe I lied and it's more than slightly smaller than a normal arcade machine. It's actually quite puny, but this little thing is packed with 200 classic arcade games that you could play using the joystick and the teensy tiny buttons next to it. Yeah, the My Arcade Retro Machine clearly isn't designed for those with big hands. So if you're a part of the Big Hands Club, this might not be right for you. If you have medium to small-sized hands, then you could have plenty of fun with this thing. At worst, it's a cool display piece for your room. Now let's go back to our boys at Paladone to look at another one of their great gadgets for gamers. An important part of gaming is lighting. Without good lighting, you can't see what you're doing, and you can't play effectively. So why not get yourself a lamp? A PlayStation Icons lamp. Okay, so it might not be the best lamp in terms of lighting due to the 4 different colors it displays, but this is such a cool accessory to put in your gamer's den. In fact, you could even put the lamp right next to your PlayStation controller alarm clock if you really want your Sony fanboyism on full display. Is fanboyism a real word even? Well, it is now. There's nothing wrong with showing Sony some love, people. So I recently talked about a little arcade cabinet with 200 retro games on it. So how about a handheld console with 500 games on it? That's exactly what you get with the Jackky Retro Handheld Game. Sounding like a company from the land down under, this console by Jackky is perfect for retro gamers, and even those who missed out on all these magically nostalgic games. It's much more comfortable to play than the My Arcade Retro Machine. It's compatible with 2 players and can even be displayed on your TV. Yeah, that's right, your TV. It comes with some cables to get that done and even has a rechargeable battery, so you don't need to waste those AA's. On top of all that, it's only $25. It's frankly a must-buy if I've ever seen one. Thanks, Jackky. Sometimes gaming isn't all about consoles and controllers. There are some gamers who are a bit more bougie than others, so they might look for alternative methods to show off their love for gaming. Case in point, the GoldenEye 64 James Bond Replica watch. Talk about icy. This watch is the stuff of dreams for everyone who's ever played GoldenEye. Heck, even if you're not a GoldenEye fan but a James Bond fan in general, we're sure you'd like to get your hands on this watch. Just look at this thing. The watch is battery-powered with a gorgeous stainless steel band. The build quality is exquisite, yet it costs around just $30. That's a real steal if I've ever seen one. If you're one of the lucky few with a PlayStation 5, congratulations! So many people are jealous of you, and rightfully so. While the PS5 is an impressive console, the DualSense controller may be the most impressive controller of all time. Of course, you'll need to charge that bad boy every once in a while, so why not get the Sony DualSense charging station? You could use it to charge two controllers at the same time, and make switching between them a breeze. Oh, and when there's no controller charging, its design makes it look like a mini PS5. It's so cute. What's not cute is the fact that I have two controllers, a Sony DualSense charging station, and no PS5. I just keep staring at it, hoping it magically turns into a PlayStation 5. Oh well, I refuse to pay those disrespectful scalpers! Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is an incredible game, and its players all seem to have an opinion about what controller is the best to play it with. Now, I'm a firm believer that the Nintendo GameCube controller is hands down the best option for Smash gamers, but it's a bit of a hassle to get your Nintendo GameCube controller to work with the Switch. Luckily, my friends at PowerA released a wireless Nintendo GameCube controller for the Switch that works wonders. The only problem with the controller is that it uses AA batteries. But other than that, it does an incredible job of emulating the feel of a GameCube controller. The buttons all feel nearly identical, and it even has a low battery indicator. It doesn't get much better than this controller to play Smash, and it also works well with every other Nintendo Switch game. I talked about the PlayStation Icons lamp earlier, but this is even a step above that. If you've never heard of PDP Pixel Pals, they're the perfect accessory for your gaming room. They're essentially these pixel art lamps of your favorite video game characters, and they just look incredible. There are so many Pixel Pals to choose from, whether it's Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, or Link. It's also a lamp, so it could give you some good lighting if you're the type of gamer who likes to play in the dark. Hey, I'm not the type to judge. Horror games are best played in the dark, so at least you'll have your Pixel Pal with you. But before I go, I have to talk about an honorable mention: LED lighting. Nothing screams gamer more than putting LED light strips on everything gaming related in your house. Slap it on your PS5, your PC, heck, you could even slap it right on your dang forehead. Let everybody know that you're a gamer and you're not afraid to show it.